Hi, this is Nelson Ranch. So I want to now talk about the Derby. Okay, so for the Derby, that's the champions meeting, and on the champions meeting, I actually want to, put some serious effort into it. Um, and here are the characters that I have. And I have decided that I actually want to run characters that won the Derby. And so the first character that came to my mind was Vodka. And the reason why is because 2 winters ago, I pulled for this duo, this Vodka and Scarlet duo. And I've used Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka once, I think in the Arima, and I lost that one. But I knew that this vodka is designed specifically for the Tokyo Derby. And if I have a character that's designed specifically for the Tokyo Derby, then I want to run this one. So that's why, on the front page I had vodka there. So I have to actually put in a lot of hint books here, but once I actually put in all the hint books for here, I think this vodka is going to be pretty good. um, so, right? She's gonna be real fast if it's the Tokyo race course. So there you go, right? Um, the other character that I want to run is this special week that I haven't run for a while, and I actually ran this version of special week in the Arima. She didn't win. Miracle won this one, but that's okay. Uh, I had to put in all this hint book into it because this is freaking expensive. um, but this special week, I've already put the hint books for the ones I'm going to use. I actually need to put in this one for here, and then I need to put in 2 more. So that's actually 100, 100. That's 130 more. It's 130 more. What do you call it? Orbs that I actually need. I may not actually put it in here. Because I have to put in, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 150 plus 2 more, that's 190 orbs that I have to put into. 190 plus 30 from special week at the very least is 220 orbs. That's a lot of freaking orbs. At the start of May, I will get 200 orbs easy. And at the start of June, I will get another 200 orbs. So I'll have like 400 orbs there. But still, 220 orbs plus 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 440 orbs. And then the third character that I was thinking of was Brian. I haven't sent out Narita Brian in a long time. I've been using Narita Brian as a parent a lot, but I think it's time that I sent out Narita Brian as a main character in a champions meeting. So I actually need to bump this one. I probably don't need to bump this one. If I am going to bump this one, I only need to bump this to level 2, because you get this skill at the end of the scenario for free. And going from hint level 3 to hint level 4 means that you basically get a 5% markdown. Going from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3 is a 10% markdown each. But from level 3 to 4 is 5%, and then level 4 to 5 is another 5%. So going from level 3 to level 5 is the same as going from 2 to 3. In which case, it might just make more sense to just put in 1 here. So that's 100 here, and probably like 50 here, so another 150. But I think oh, I have no. That's where do I figure this out? I think it's here. I have 120, so I could probably do it. Right? I could probably actually max out all my characters to level 3. So that would be actually good. So I'll have to do that. The other thing I have to do is I have to bump this special week up to level 4. So I think it's here. level 4. Now, the reason why I was planning on using this special week in the upcoming League of Heroes is precisely because I knew that the Derby was coming up. So if the Derby is coming up and I'm planning on using special week in the Derby, then I might as well put in the hint books now so that I could use her in the League of Heroes as well. But since Super Creek has now come out, I can't. Oh, and now I have to actually put in hint books for Super Creek. Crap. Let me see. Oops, not that again. 120. So, alrighty. So if I actually put in everything to Super Creek, and I probably will. Basically that means I'm going to only have 200 orbs that I have available. So I might just have to live with level 1 here. Well, since I actually don't care about League of Heroes that much, I could just leave the Super Creek one to this level 1 and this level 1 and not pop these up to level 3 each. Going from level 1 to level 3 on this is 100 orbs. It's really expensive. But I think getting to level 1 is not that expensive. Where are you, Vodka? Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, it only cost me 20, so... Oh, bloody hell. It's gonna be really expensive. Well, such is life, right? I think the other problem is I might not have enough hint books in the first place. It just occurred to me. And I have plenty of low-level hint books. Yeah, I only have 12. And you require 24 of these hint books to get to level 3. Well, I guess what I'll do is, I'll work on it. But anyway, the point that I wanted to get across is that the June Champions meeting is Tokyo Derby, 2,400 meters. And so you have to actually start preparing for it now. I am going to start preparing for it now. As soon as the League of Heroes starts, I'm going to start working on it. Now the reason why is because the Tachyon event is coming up at the end of May. So if the Tachyon event is coming at the end of May, then people are going to have really good parents for the June Champions meeting. And one parent that I'm going to use is probably this Mejido Dober. But at this point in time, she's showing her age, and I may use her as a grandparent at one point. And put her in with somebody else. The other person that I want to use as a grandparent is this time I'm across, because this has Guts 3, Mid 3, and Green 3. Plus she's got Fight 3 and Sphere 3 of the UAF scenarios. So if I can combine this time I'm across with another character, then that would be good. So for the June Champions meeting, if you are running a betweener, like if it's Vodka or Special Week, then the ideal setup is going to be something like this with Duramente. Or instead of Orfever, you use you use a power card. You use a power card, and I don't have her, but you can use not vodka, but you can use Mayana Top Gun for Non-Stop Girl, or you can use the new winning ticket for the final stretch. The final stretch is actually very long because it's the derby, so having some sort of power at the final stretch is going to be important. Or Power Brian. Power Brian will also give you a skill that's actually quite useful for both leaders and betweeners. Or the other option is you just go with Orfevre here. And instead of using and stamina card, you go with well, like this, and you use a power card, Power Brian, most likely, or Power Rice Shower, and you increase your power, and both Power Brian and Power Rice Shower has a bonus to stamina, so that would also raise your stamina, and you put all your inherits into stamina. I don't know which is going to be the best. I really don't, to be perfectly honest. But I think this would be the best setup. Now, the reason why you want to use this card is because this card gives you Kien Banjo, which actually gives you a little bit of recovery and increased speed. So this would be like the perfect skill to have for mid-distance. So you want to use Saturn and Diamond here. If you have a leader, obviously, you know, it's going to be this format. Instead of, you could, in theory, use Tachyon still. Tachyon would still be actually quite good because Tachyon has all the right skills for mid-distance, corner, and then this will give you the straight, and you'll have all four. You have to use El Condropata for leaders and betweeners. You sort of have to. You have no choice. And the reason is because she's going to give you check. And this is the skill that you need to accelerate. Now, the reason why I don't think you really need that much of like a crazy high power, like power 1500, like I tried to do in the mile, is because there's going to be tons of acceleration skills. So check is going to give you 4000 acceleration right off the bat. You could use Celios, and Celios will give you acceleration, you know, right on the dot if you're 3rd or 5th place. The only problem with Celios is that, you get it from Serious Symbole, is that you have to be 1, 2, 3 in popularity. And if you want to be 1, 2, 3 in popularity, you have to have high int and high guts. So, you know, if you don't have popularity 1, 2, 3, if you're popularity number 4, then instead of getting, you know, 1500 in acceleration right on the money, you're only going to get 700 acceleration. 700 is low. So if you don't want that, then I think the obvious solution is basically to go with the red Maruzensky, because where are you here? This skill is basically going to give you 2000 acceleration, 25 meters after the acceleration phase happens. And that's literally like 1 second. Like 1 second after the acceleration phase happens, you get the acceleration. So, and she's gonna guarantee you to get 2000 acceleration as long as you're in 1st to 5th place. So if you're in 1st to 5th place, you know, you run this. And if you're in 5th or 6th place, then of course Mejiro Dober will actually give you the acceleration skill, right? So she will give you the right acceleration right on the money if you're 5th or 6th place. And then once you get into 5th place or above, bang, you get the acceleration from what's her name? Maruzensky. And if you don't have Mejiro Dober, then you just go with Mejiro Ryan, and she will give you the acceleration at 6th place. So check gives you acceleration from 1st place to 6th place. So that's 4000. And then Mejiro Ryan gives you acceleration from 6th place Dober gives acceleration for 5th or 6th, so you pick one or the other. So that's 2,000 acceleration, and then you get Marozensky acceleration for 2,000, and you're gonna get 8,000 acceleration. If you have 8,000 acceleration, you really don't need extra stamina. I mean, extra power. The power is gonna give you like at 1,500 power, it gives you like 1,500 acceleration, or at 1,500 power, it gives you like I think it's like 1,800 acceleration, but it's not that much, right? It just if you're gonna get all these acceleration skills, then you might as well just get it from the skills instead of like jacking up power, and instead you could work on getting it from you can work on guts instead, because guts will actually increase your final speed, but guts also after a certain point basically start to show what do you call it? Diminishing returns as well. Guts doesn't give you that high of acceleration, but because the final stretch is long, there's a good chance that you'll have Oikurabe, the guts mechanic, proccing at the Tokyo Derby. So having a high guts, I think, is pretty much a must. And this is the reason why I think this is probably the better format. You want to have high guts, and you want to jack up your power. So I don't know if a new card is going to come up. Oh yeah, and you could actually do Jungle Pocket instead. You could do if you're a betweener. If you're a chaser, you definitely want to do Duramente. But if you're a betweener, well, unless you're running Duramente yourself. But if you are a betweener, I think this is probably the best setup. It's probably the best setup, right? This gives 10, 20, 30, and then if you can get Sounds of Earth or Jungle Pocket. So Sounds of Earth, right? And Jungle Pocket, that's actually 10, 20, 30, 40, and that's 50. So you get 50 race bonus. So you can just run the race at heart's content, and you get a huge amount of race bonus, race points too, skill points from the various races that you run. So I think putting a lot of what do you call it, inherits and power and guts is probably going to be the way to go. So that's what I'm thinking for the Derby. Obviously, for the Derby, you could use the upcoming Narita Taishin card for intelligence. We now have the intelligence card for every single type. For runners, it's Bourbon. For, you know what, I just realized I could just do this. For betweeners, sorry, for leaders, it's this. For betweeners, it's this. And for chasers, it's going to be the new Narita Taishin card, not this old Narita Taishin Int card. This old Narita Taishin Int card was annoying because it had this gimmick where sometimes you don't get the gold skill, you get the lower version, and that really pissed me off. So, you could actually replace this. I never actually pulled for this card. It sort of completed on its own. Because, the better chaser card for intelligence was Mr. CB. And I actually went one ceiling, and I only got a single copy from exchanging at the ceiling. That really annoyed me, so I didn't bother chasing after that. But yeah, so the int cards are all set up. The speed card, this is basically going to be a requirement. If you want to have high guts, I think you sort of have to use Orfever, or you have to use some other guts card that's actually going to be quite good at the mid distance. So the other guts card that's going to be good at the mid distance, if you happen to have it from before, is this one. I don't have this guts Simile Rudolph, but her skill set is perfect for mid distance. Although it's right turn, Tokyo is left turns, but so mid distance. This is for leaders, but this is good. This is for mid and long. That's for mid distance, and that's for the leaders. Why does she have leader skills? I don't understand. Simply Rudolph is actually a betweener, as far as I know. But anyway, so a good guts card. If you have none, then I would recommend. This is still the go-to card for guts, but you can always just borrow a guts card if you have the others. For Stam, it's. I mean, I have to be honest. It's gonna be Sounds of Earth. I really can't. I don't foresee anybody else that's actually good enough to replace that. The only possibility is this special week. Because this special week actually gives a non-stop girl. So if you have like level 50 special week, then you can actually use special week because you know, you can actually if you have like a recovery component in your character, you can actually do that. And another speed card. There is a possibility that a new speed card might be released because you know the devs love speed cards. So if a new speed card is released, you just go with that new speed card. If you pull for it, or you can just borrow that new speed card and use it for the derby. This card is actually not bad. The reason why this card is good is because all the hints basically drop at hint level 5, so you can actually get every single one of these. So if you are running a leader, alright, this is like a powerful combo if you are running a leader. I don't know. Well, I don't think that will work too well for I don't know. I don't know who's going to be sent out for the champions meeting of the derby, precisely because the acceleration skills are plentiful in this upcoming derby. People are going to send out whoever they want to send out. You can actually send out runners. Kitasan Black in her white outfit is going to be very good here. Leaders, Cheval Grand and others. Tokai Teo will be very, very good here. The Autumn Tokai Teo, I assume, will also be quite good. Betweeners, like Satona Crown, will also be good, aside from the Vodka and that I mentioned. Or Neo Universe, I think, will also be very good. And for Chasers, it all depends on whether or not they're going to actually release a new Chaser card that gives Duramente's acceleration skill. But if you can get Duramente's acceleration skill, then basically any chaser will be valuable. And even if you can't get that Duramente's acceleration skill, you can actually get the lower version of Duramente's acceleration skill, and you can pop in what do you call him, Mejiro Dober or Mejiro Ryan and Maruzensky, and you'll have plenty of acceleration even for chasers. So basically anybody is viable for the upcoming mid-distance, and that's why I think this upcoming derby is going to be very, very interesting. You can run any character that you want, and there's also many combinations of the support cards that you can use. So you can use like these old support cards and they'll still be good even if you don't have this. This is mid-distance, and this card is still really good for mid-distance and miles, so you can actually still run this setup, and this will be a very strong character for leaders, because she's going to drop all these skills at full, and you can actually get every single one of these. And if you have Cheval Grand, then this is the lower version of the gold skill for Cheval Grand, so this will be really good. Cheval Grand, by the way, for leaders is going to be very good, and the reason why is because whoops. No. The reason why is because oops. This skill basically is limited. You have to be 4 horse lengths from the front, and it could always like not proc. But once you do an evo skill, bang, that limitation is gone, and your speed and your acceleration is going to increase, right? especially if it's a 2,400 meter race. So she's designed specifically for the Japan Cup, but the Japan Cup is basically the same race course at the same length as the Tokyo Derby. The only difference is that Japan Cup is in autumn, in November, and the Derby is in the spring, in May. That's the only difference. It's like a 6 months difference. That's all there is. So she's gonna be very good. The other character that's going to be very good is, as I said, this version of Tokai Teo. Where are you, Teo? Yeah, here she is. Because this skill is going to be good from 2400 and 2500 meter, right? And Satono Crown, I think, is also going to be quite good. Where are you, Crown? Because she's no, not that one. This one here, when it turns into an Evo skill, basically is guaranteed to actually proc within effective as an effective acceleration skill if it's a 2200 to a 2400 meter race. So if it's a mid distance Takarazuka or Derby or 2400 Japan Cup, it's gonna work. So she's, you know, she's also going to be a very good character to run. The recently released winning ticket will also be very good for the Derby. I mean, like, there's going to be a lot of character that's going to be useful for the Derby. Obviously, Sirius Simboli is going to be perfect for 2400. You just have to make sure that Sirius Simboli's popularity is 1, 2, 3. I suspect Zenno Rob Roy, for speaking of popularity, will also be very good here too. I don't have Zenno Rob Roy though. Yeah, she's gonna be quite good, I think. So there's gonna be a lot of characters that people are gonna send out. It's gonna be quite interesting, I have to say. I am looking forward to it. This special week is going to be good. Neo Universe is going to be good. I don't have Neo Universe. Okay. The reason why Neo Universe and Special Week or the Swimsuit Special Week are going to be good is that they have the gimmick in which they go fast in the middle of the leg, so that when the acceleration phase starts, they're towards the front. And if they're towards the front, well, check procs and the Marzensky skill is going to proc. So they're going to have 6000 acceleration at, like, second or third place as a betweener, and then they just take off, and it's basically you can't catch up to them at that point because betweeners are much faster than runners and leaders. The only people who can catch up to them are chasers, but the chaser needs to be like fourth or fifth place to be able to catch up to that kind of a betweener that's like in second or third place. So when the acceleration skills are plentiful, like in the Tokyo Derby, I think these characters are going to be very, very good. But I don't have a Neo Universe. I didn't exchange her. I could have changed one character and I exchanged Sakura Laurel. I don't know why I didn't exchange Sakura Laurel. I mean, I suppose. I mean, I have this. I have 2 more tickets left, so I could exchange anybody up to Manhattan Cafe. So I could exchange Kitas Black. I could have, but I actually want to save that tickets to see who I'm going to pull. Like, I'm going to pull for the Ninja Super Creek, and if there's a new character that shows up in the meantime, then I don't need to use these tickets, right? So until I decide that I really want to use that character, I'm not, I'm not going to use that ticket. I kind of want to have Tanina Gimlet, actually. Tanina Gimlet interests me. I want to read her story. Part of the reason why I didn't want to bother pulling for Neo Universe is that I have no idea what the hell she's saying. I know she's speaking Japanese, but I have no idea what she's saying. And if I can't figure out what she's saying, then I can't enjoy the scenario. I can probably understand what Tanina Gimlet is saying, because the devs actually add certain lines in there to translate what she's saying. So But as of this moment, when when I exchanged it, when I used the exchange tickets, I used exchange tickets for the live theater. So, uh, you know, currently I have to say I'm enjoying the game for the Champions Meeting, and I'm also enjoying the game for the live theater. I have to say I'm not that interested in the League of Heroes. I did the monthly matches and I'm done. I don't want to do the monthly matches like last time. That was draining. If the monthly matches are going to happen one more time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the first 3 weeks really easy, just get to level 7 for all the distances in the monthly matches, and not use a single racing ticket. And then when the 4th week comes, I'm just going to put everything in, make that one character, get to rank 10 as fast as I can on like the first day or the second day, and I'm done. Burning through all those, carrot jellies kind of annoyed me. But I think we're gonna have all of May, and we'll have all of June, because May and June is going to be League of Heroes and Champions meeting. So I should be able to get to I think I got 60 carats in 1 month, it looks like. So I should be able to get to almost 200 carats, I hope. So if I have 200 carats, then I should be okay when the next monthly match happens. Because if I remember correctly, I burned 150 carats to get to rank 10 on the first week. So the goal is to stockpile at the very least 150 carrot jellies. If I have 150 carrot jellies, I'm happy. I've got 86 toughness, and I'll get more toughness, and I'll get also more carrot jellies once I click on the training pass. But I'm planning on holding on until May 1st. I play via the DMM, and when you play via the DMM, on May 1st, there's going to be a special DMM campaign, so I plan to hop onto that. And when I hop onto that, I'll pay for the premium pass, training pass. So it's only going to be 5% or 7% cash back, but better than it's better than nothing, right? All right, so I've talked enough. 30 minutes on the Derby. Clearly, I care more about the Derby than the League of Heroes. Because this is now 10 minutes longer than the previous video, which I was talking the League of Heroes. So there you go, right? It's going to be Vodka, Special Week, and Narita Brian. That's probably going to be my trio for the Derby. And for May, it's going to be the Cinderella Grey trio for the League of Heroes. Oguri, Super Creek, and Inani 1. Tamama Cross is taking a break. The reason is simple. She's won 3 Champions meeting. I won this one. I won with what do you call it? The L'Arc de Triomphe race. This one was the Kikkasho. I actually won the Kikkasho with this Tamama Cross, right? The 3200, and I won the Anima with this Tamama Cross. So it's enough. It's time that the other characters get more of the spotlight. It's time that one of the somebody that I've never won wins. So I'm happy that Hishi Miracle won the Anima, that Bamboo won the short distance, and Seeking the Pearl won the mile. And the reason why is because when you look at the titles, so that's Platinum for Dirt, That's platinum for long, it's platinum for classic, it's platinum for mile, and that's platinum for sprint. So I've won all 5. So in a sense, I'm actually kind of done. And that's part of the reason why I really don't want to spend any more money on the game, because I'm kind of just done. I've got all the titles that I could get. If they were doing the what do you call it? These titles, then there would have been I think there's 3 titles that I don't have. I don't have the Libra title, so that's October. I don't have the Taurus, which is the Derby. I've yet to win the Derby. So for for June, I do want to win the Derby because I've never won the Derby. And I haven't won the Pisces. Pisces is March, right? So I haven't won Pisces. So I haven't won 3 of the 3 of these. What do you call it? Constellation platinum titles. So I'd be really happy if they actually abolish all the others and go back to just having, champions meeting every month, and using these constellation titles once again. But such is life. It's over, so it's over. All right, enough talk. I will see you guys in the next video. It will probably be the gacha that I'm going to pull on May 1st. Alright, take it easy. Bye bye.